The popular Anambra State native doctor, Akwa okuko, that was arrested sometimes last month. I've been early this month, so when they arrested, I don't forget the date. Anyway, long story short, we are hearing that he's likely to go to jail for 20 years. Because the charges where government lay against him, he is in court now. If they find him guilty on those charges, is to spend at least 20 years in prison. Now he's been arrested for one ritual way they do okite. They call him money juju and some other juju the way they do for some other boys. But that is not the juju way they do for those other boys is not the reason they are arresting him. Now that okite because Anambra State government don't ban that one. And then they're saying get ties to drug lords and some fraudulent people. So when they put all the charges together, it's likely to face 20 years. Let me show you this news. Watch this.
Moving on, an Anambra native doctor, Chidozie Wangu, popularly known as Akwa okuko, is facing 6 charges from the state government, including alleged involvement in money rituals and suspected ties to drug dealers. If he's convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison. He was arrested earlier this month after Governor Charles Soludo declared a crackdown on native doctors amidst all the rising criminal activities in the state. Now, lots of people are sharing the sentiment online and asking the question, are we criminalizing sacred religious practices of traditional religion? Okay. I beg to differ. I really do think that it's one thing to practice traditional religion and a completely other story to use traditional religion as a means to commit crime. I'm going to take some social media. He's very popular in the East. Paul Twin says, this is a proper witch hunt. All these charges are exactly the same thing every pastor is guilty of. They all pray for the same fraudsters and Yahoo boys. I have no connection with this man, but he's simply being made an example of. It took almost 2 weeks to charge him properly. Okay. Grandpa Frank says, you mean he can't disappear from custody and appear in his living room? Valid question. And finally, Wisdom says, I want to believe he has enough charms to deliver himself from the encumbrances of the law. Those who claim to have the powers to deliver others from difficulty should be able to deliver themselves. Not only are you feasting on the naivety and the gullibility of the populace, you are now committing crime. Unacceptable, and I hope that justice prevails.
We're talking about
let's look at this matter properly, because some people, they say, like that guy tweets, he saying that the same thing pastors they do, so why are we arresting him? After all, pastors they pray for Yahoo boys. You see, before Christianity and Islam came to Nigeria, we had our religion. We had our Ifa, we had our Shango, we had our Madia, we had our native religion. Now, carrying on your native religion is not a problem. But when you can't use that your native religion, till they break the law, it now becomes a problem. Or when you use your Christian religion, till they break the law, it now becomes a problem. Or when you use your Islamic religion, till they break the law, it now becomes a problem. Over the while, pastors have gone to jail in this country. Reverend King still in jail. Faye Daniels still in jail. It's one thing to say, okay, this guy they do Yahoo, you got pray for him. That is morally wrong. But that's not constitutionally wrong. You can pray for anybody to succeed. But when you now embark on certain procedures and break the law in those procedures, you will pay for it. Okite is one juju that they do when they require both human sacrifice and every other thing. Just now we they complain about girls missing. People missing. Not because they go use them for these things. I'm hearing that when the police raided the shrine, they saw scores. And you expect that they will not arrest him? If they raid one church, cause his score, they're not going to arrest the pastor. They will charge him, so let's not come and be sentimental here. Practice your African religion in peace, but make person pikin not use the head to pay for her. Practice your Christianity in peace, but make person pikin not turn to what they want use to do juju. Practice your Islam in peace. But the citizens of Nigeria should not be used in none of those things. It is one thing to even deceive the masses. There's another thing to actually be carrying out things that are illegal. No, we dey talk now, you do, you know, put the vanish on them. Jela arrest you now, disappear. And they say, Anambra State Governor Shasoludo say, if any of those native doctors with their arrest, just disappear, come on, custody, disappear, go to their house, they will be free. Just disappear. Simple. From that prison you did, just do as you when you move, they will leave you. So that they do you for everyone and no get. Anyway, Akwa okuko get money. He can get the best lawyers. They can decide to move that matter from there to Abuja, make them go judge and there. If he feels that they want to oppress him in Anambra State, based on say the judge is there, get the governor go get influence on them. You can pay the best lawyers and defend your case. But if I'm being sincere, what many of these native doctors are doing is breaking of the law. It is committing of crime, and it cannot be allowed in any sane society.